Hello and welcome back to TNI UK Impacted episode 247. Coming to you live via the Total Nonstop Impact Network on YouTube and Twitch. And if you listen on the go, then we're also available on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows. I am, of course, your host, the Bison, and today I am joined by the man coming to us from the void of his own mind, of course. The Joeker. Hello, buddy.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good.
A few technical hiccups before we got started, but that's restream for you.
It's all sorted. It
Yeah.
took us a few minutes, but we got there in the end. Just a quick apology, guys, if you were tuning in to see Craig instead of my handsome face and, of course, Joe's gorgeous looks, then you will be disappointed. Unfortunately, he's not going to be around for a little while. He's got a lot going on with work and stuff like that, so he's going to be taking a bit of a hiatus for a little while. But he is not gone for good. He's just taking a little break because he's got a lot on at the minute and he just can't physically do everything. Plus, the damn roadworks leading to his home has causing him a lot of headache. So, so especially for him getting home in time from work, which has been proved to be a bit of a nightmare for him.
Yeah.
But guys, listen,
It's terrible.
it's not a problem. We wish Craig well. We know that he's, we're always here for him. He's a fantastic member of the TNI team, and we will look forward to him coming back very soon. But he has promised that he will pop into the chat every now and again as well. So you might see him in the chat. All right.
When that right tick comes out.
We'll know. We'll know. Mr. Matthewson. That's Matthew Matthewson. Isn't it? Mr. Matthewson. Anyway, let's just have a quick chat about the TNA news and rumors of the week. First of all, we want to say a big congratulations, of course, to Killer Kelly and the young goat Myron Reed, who got engaged at the recent Clean Slate Wrestling Revolver event at the weekend. She asked him, Joe. I mean, how liberal.
I thought it was brilliant. I loved it.
How liberal, how modern.
Yeah.
But the young goat, he said yes. He's like the man from Del Monte. He says yes.
Yeah.
And
this is how we do it.
yeah, exactly. It was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So good for them. Obviously recently become a family and they're going to get themselves married, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So congratulations to you guys. Have a great engagement, and then hopefully you'll have a lovely wedding too. Now, something else that's been doing the rounds. Ali has been back in the ring training. Could we see the return of the Demon Bunny, Joe?
I hope so. I would love to see the bunny back, even for a short time. You know, she was talking about her recovery, and she did mention, TNA's been a huge help for her. And she went to a WrestleCon earlier this year as well. She has some time there with Rosemary as well, and she just really got her thinking, should I get back into the ring again? Oh, that was one of the main drives to really get her back into training again. I watched some of one of the clips of her interviews she did, but and she's just saying how she missed it, but she didn't realize how much she missed it until she got so far away from it. She just went from rock bottom mentally. And then as soon as she got back into ropes and started training, everything felt all right again.
Exactly. I mean, but we could just see Cherry Bomb, couldn't we?
Yeah, it was really good to know that she's at least coming back into the ring. Hopefully, we'll see her in TNA. If she goes back to AEW, hopefully Tony Khan uses her a bit more, does something with that. But
I can't see that happening. I know,
but I would love to see her back in TNA. It would be great to see. I saw some of the comments if she comes back to TNA. I would love to see how they bring her back from the dead after Sue Young, the bloody stabbed her into the throat.
Exactly. Exactly.
I would love to see.
Well, that's why if she does come back, if we want to talk about long-term storytelling, she's got to come back as an undead bunny.
Yeah. I'll have Sabsi Young bring her back in as well. For have to make Si Young have a short appearance as well. Bring the bunny in, and then just
The undead bunny. That's what we need. The undead bunny. That would be fun to watch. So TNA has also released a journey through the years of the TNA theme tunes on YouTube. Which is your favorite, Joe?
The Cross the Line is probably my favorite.
It's mine too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can barely remember the ones that were on when I started watching in 2016. So, Cross the Line, even before the first time I heard it, when I've been watching was outside of replays was when they brought it back.
Yeah,
but even then it was so like, wow, this is like TNA. That track is TNA. Like when AJ
brilliant. I think Cross the Line is the one. Cross the Line is always been the best theme, and I'm so happy they brought that one back. I think if they decide to change it, then it's got to it's got to be along the lines of Cross the Line, or it's got to be better, isn't it? It's got to be better. They can't change it if it's not better than Cross the Line, because that's a great theme tune. Absolutely. Now, also on the latest Immersed, it's featuring Frankie Kazarian, which I thought was Against All Odds. I think it's the lead up to Against All Odds, which was really good. So if you haven't seen it, guys, you need to go and check that out. The latest Immersed featuring Frankie Kazarian is pretty damn good. I like it. JDC apparently just got married.
Congratulations,
well, congratulations to you. Has anyone married you, Mir? Or have they just found you too frustratingly annoying? I don't know. They might have done. Ken Anderson returns to TNA in Minnesota.
Oh,
Mr. Anderson.
Freak. I thought he was excellent.
Yes, I love Ken Anderson. Massive.
He took the best diving headbutt ever from Kurt Angle. That moonsault was insane.
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, obviously, we don't know in what capacity. We weren't in the set of taping, so I'm not sure what capacity, but it was made public by the Hardys at the Hardy party that Ken was around. So if you look at what they released, it does say that Ken will be around TNA in the future. So I'm not sure what he's going to be doing. He might not even be wrestling. It might be he's got a backstage role. Maybe he's producing. I don't know, but. Great to see Mr. Anderson around TNA again. That's great news. Also, if you look at the pictures from Minnesota, it looked like they had another great turnout at the Armory. Loads of people were there. Looked absolutely packed out. So another good turnout for TNA, and of course shows that the brand is growing, getting stronger and stronger, which is also fantastic to see. Have you seen some of the photographs lately that they're putting out? They're so good, like proper high definition.
They're fantastic. Got some fantastic team backstage reckon, and all the photos and photos, vignettes and everything. It's amazing what they're putting out now.
It's really good, really, really good. I'll get to it in a minute. I won't say anything now, but I have got one issue I'm going to talk about in a bit. TNA also released on YouTube this week 24 more wrestlers you never knew appeared in TNA. Of course, that included Paul Bearer and Terry Funk. It's on YouTube, guys.
I knew Terry Funk was there, but I didn't know for how long. But I didn't know Paul Bearer was there. Wow.
Yeah. Obviously, some of us are going to know, but there's loads of cool stuff going on there. Go and check that out. Well worth doing it. This week they've released a couple of cool things on the old YouTube, a few little extras here and there, which is good to see. I suppose when they're having there's a bit of a slow news week. There's not really any news.
No, so they've got their pump all this out instead.
Yeah, they're pumping a few different other things out. Yeah, which is good. It's good to see that. Then we've got the TNA X Division and international titles were on the line at Wrestle Revolver Clean Slate. Obviously, Leon Slater defended successfully, along with Steve Macklin defended successfully as well. Both matches I thought were pretty solid. I haven't seen the the entire show. I managed to catch up on, of course, the legend that is
Jake Christ.
Jake Christ. I managed to catch up on his show, wearing my Bison by Design stuff to the ring. I might add, yeah, boy.
Yeah, well, he said he'd do it. He's a man of his word.
Which was pretty cool. He absolutely loves it. He loves the track top.
Yeah.
He messaged me, he said, "I just love it. It's so cool," which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So he's got that, and Brad was there. I don't know if anybody knows Brad. I don't know if you tuned into the show, Brad, but he bought some stuff off me, and he was wearing it at the show apparently, which was really good. So he got the jacket and everything. He got the jacket, he got a t-shirt, he got a cap.
Cool.
He got the whole Jake Chris lot. I got all of it. But anyway, it looked fantastic. It all looks good. I saw some photos of Jake wearing it on the ring post, which was pretty cool. So, if you saw the show, if you haven't and you want to go and check it out, it was a very, very good show. Well worth checking it out on Triller or the old Fight TV. Definitely worth going and checking it out on there. If you've already got it, then obviously, if you already got Triller, then all you got to do is go and check it out because it's there waiting for you. But really, really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. What else? TNA merch release, a Monsters Ball shirt, a Monsters Ball match shirt.
Great shirt.
Yeah,
I like it.
We've also got more shirts coming out. I think there's if I remember rightly, there's a new Eric Young one as well.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's awesome. That's really good.
That's pretty good. It's the Maniac shirt. That's pretty good.
Yeah, with the hockey mask on.
Yeah, so there's a few more shirts on there. Worth going and checking that out if you like your TNA shirts. Explosion, Joe. Explosion. We saw 2 fresh matches this week. So we had Jake Painter, who we've seen quite a lot recently on Explosion. He lost, unfortunately, to the Mecca, Brian Johnson. He did cheat to get the win, but he undoubtedly got the win over Jake. Jake, obviously, very disappointed. He's trying to obviously make his mark. We have seen him multiple times recently. So, and he is good. He is really good, Jake Painter.
He's so good.
Hopefully we'll see him more, and of course Brian Johnson as well, because he's pretty good.
He's been on a few times too.
Yeah, he's a good heel. I'll give him that. He's definitely a good heel. But that was obviously the opening match. Then we had Xia Brookside and Lei Ying Lee.
I love this.
Beautiful Lei Ying Lee.
This is really good.
Gia Miller around the ring, and it was a nice one. It was a really good one. I didn't know that obviously. Robbie Brookside, Zaya's father, was Lei Young Lee's trainer. How about that?
That's amazing. I didn't know.
Cool. When she came to America, so he trained her. I think that was pretty awesome, and that's how, of course, Lei Young Lee's real name obviously is Zaya.
Yeah.
And he, informed her that his daughter was coming over to the US and that her name was Zaya and all that kind of stuff. And it turned out that they've known each other for quite some time now, and it's been on the cards for them becoming a tag team. So it was a good around the ring. So
Xia Brookside got the ceremonial fan.
That's right.
They tried to flip it over and dropped it.
It was good. It was really good. We then got the hometown man picked up the win over Mansour. But it was Mance who was left standing tall after an absolute beatdown of the hometown man. But at the end of the day, he was left face down while the Baltimore crowd chanted, "Hometown man, hometown man." Oh man, it was good. It was
so good. Over with the crowd. It's brilliant. Cheers to anyone who knows he's the hometown man. He's not Cody Deaner.
No, he's a hometown man.
Yeah.
He's a hometown man. That's who he is.
Yeah.
Yes, he's not Cody Deaner, for goodness sake. But yes.
Gone. Eddie Edwards made sure of that.
It did air yesterday on YouTube. You're correct, Mira. Thank you for that. Now, with regards to that, though, now this is where I had a bit of a beef earlier. I wanted to mention it. We were talking about how the photography is really upped its game. The imagery is fantastic, super high definition. The lighting, I think, in the arenas that helps a lot. with regards to the quality of the images. I think that helps an awful lot. But also, obviously, the taping, the recordings are much better now. The picture quality is better. The color, you don't get different contrasting colors between cameras, all that kind of stuff. However, we did on Explosion. What is that about? It's the same bloody camera team. What is that about? I wasn't impressed with that. I wasn't impressed with that. That annoyed me a little bit. But anyway, TNA Wrestling will be rounding out 2025 with a visit to Orlando from November 13th to 15th and El Paso on December 5th and the 5th to the 7th. So they'll be getting all those tapings in right the way up to on the December 5th to the 7th, I guess. They'll be trying to get as much in as they can right up to obviously the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, well, they'll have enough done. We might even not get a best of TNA this year.
Yeah, but which we're assuming, of course, is going to be Genesis, but that's not been announced. Was Genesis just because they were rebirthing? It was a Genesis of TNA again. I don't know.
I hope Genesis continues because I always like that Genesis. It's like the start of the year, the start of an era. It doesn't matter. It's the start of the next chapter in TNA. So
the next year is the start of the next year, which is good. I agree. I definitely agree with you on that one. But yeah, I don't know. And I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm working so hard at the moment that I'm struggling just to get impacted, let alone anything else. Right. So I have not caught up on NXT whatsoever. So I don't know what went down on NXT. I've not managed to catch anything. Joe, do you have anything with regards to NXT?
Joe Hendry tried to help with the Dark State. Joe Hendry tried to help the. I don't know what the tag team he's trying to help is, but the Dark State managed to outsmart him, and his team got the loss this week. But he did some bloody great appearances again. When you say his name, he appears.
Right.
And there was an amazing moment between Sol Ruka and her tag team partner too. She executed a Sol Ruka did a finisher and was aiming to hit someone else, but they pushed their partner in a way. And the timing of it all and the execution was absolutely brilliant. If you guys ever get a chance to find the NXT highlights on YouTube or Twitter, check out that match with Sol Ruka because that was absolutely brilliantly timed. That whole moonsault cutter, that was just fucking brilliant. Any other wrestlers would have probably really fucked that up, but the way it was done, that was just amazing. Hank and Tank are the guys that Joe Hendry was meant to be helping, and he didn't work out this time because his Dark State just outsmarted him basically, and we're on to him.
Right. Okay. And that's interesting as well because I knew that there was something going on with regards to Trick and Carmelo, and so they're teaming up against DOY. So that's is it Ciampa and I don't know who the other guy is.
I don't have a clue.
But I love Ciampa. I think he's great. I got a load of time for him. He's fantastic wrestler. He's getting on now, though, isn't he? He's got to be like his mid to late 40s, surely. He's an older. I'm sure he's a little bit older. I'm sure Mir will know. I'm sure Mir will bonkers will fill us in.
Hello, Chris.
Hey, Chris. Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for joining us. There's some. I didn't actually say hello. I noticed that Bonkers is in the chat there, and obviously we've got Mr. Matthewson in the chat as well. Obviously, Mir's in there. Well. I think Eric was in there. So we've got a few people in again today, which is good. Nice to see everybody. And Chris has obviously just joined us, so lovely to see you guys. Sol Ruka,
yeah.
Snatcher.
Sol Ruka's finisher was meant to hit Tatum Paxley, but it hit our tag team partner Zarya instead.
Okay.
It was fucking brilliant. It was really, really incredible.
Oh, right. Okay.
I do recommend you try and find it if you can. It's absolutely brilliant just to see that bit.
Look at that. It's Sol Ruka. Is that about her shoes? That's about her feet. Is it?
No,
Soul of Ruka's feet. No, it's Soul Rocket. I know.
Soul Rocket.
I'm only playing bonkers.
I would love to see her again in TNA again because she was brilliant as well. She was really impressive when she was shooting mid-era princess on TNA.
Definitely. Haven't watched Explosion this week yet. That's Matthew Smith. Okay, mate. Well, I hope I haven't spoiled it for you, son. We've just given you the results.
Yeah.
But go and check it out. It's a good show. It's a good show. Just don't get annoyed by the changing color of the camera angles like I did. I found that annoying. But anyway, we're all looking good. We're looking good. TNA Wrestling will be, like I said, rounded off in November with in Orlando, and of course December in El Paso. Which again, both of those are very good for attendance.
Yeah.
So they should be pretty. Those should be pretty full.
3 days. 3 days of tapings in each too. So that's really good.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I think everyone's going to have a fantastic time. But let's check out the Impact recap, Joe. Shall we?
Yeah.
Let's have a blast through. See where we're at. Now the show kicked off with Director of Authority Santana Morella. I say that all the time, don't I? Morelli. Do you know what it is? I think it's because I keep thinking of Pirelli, the tire.
Yeah.
But it's not. Santino Morella. So
you're just channeling their inner Santino. He gets everyone's names wrong. Yeah. It's disgusting.
He finishes the announcement that he was going to make last week. Mike Santana will challenge Tricky Williams for the TNA World Championship on October 12th at Bound for Glory. Santana addresses Trick, who has vowed not to show up in TNA until he is required to defend his title. No problem for Santana. He will show up on Trick's home turf instead.
And Santana needs to hire himself a lion now too.
He does. And he's going to learn his name, I think. He's actually going to learn the lawyer's name, though. TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardy and Mara Sade, are out for revenge on Order 4 later on tonight. Moose wishes Mike Santana good luck against Trick Williams at Bound for Glory. AJ Francis interrupts and gets into a verbal altercation with Moose, who lays out the challenge for a match between them, of course, next week. Ryan Nemeth reminds the world that his big brother, Nic Nemeth, my big brother, is returning from suspension tonight. And Matt Cardona gets into it with Ryan before his scheduled match. Okay, we then get Frankie Kazarian defeating Matt Cardona in, again, what I thought was a really good match. Did you enjoy this match, Joe?
Great match. Really good match.
I think Matt Cardona is really putting on some good matches, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's like he's actually really invested in TNA right now.
Really, he's invested wherever he's going. He goes at 110%. He's, he when he left WWE, he was out to prove a point that he is one of the best in the world and someone you shouldn't be sleeping on. And he's done that almost instantly. He's just carrying it on now. He's just getting better and better.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing really well. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I've never been much of a Matt Cardona fan, if I'm honest. I always felt that he treated TNA as a bit of a, it's like a stopgap. But
yeah.
it seems like at the moment he's quite invested in what's going down. Like actually what he's doing on the show, but also outside as well. So he's
promoting it a lot more.
Yeah, which is good. I mean, he used to promote what were they called? GCW. He used to do a lot of promotion for GCW, even when he was on TNA, but not as much for TNA. But now he seems to be doing a lot less GCW and a lot more TNA. So I have a funny feeling that he's going to be around for a while. What do you think?
I hope so. It'd be great. It'd be great for Brian Myers too.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd like to see them two reunite. I'd love to see, I'd like to see the major players get a proper run. As a tag team. You know what I mean? Like they started to do it, but then they stopped, didn't they?
Yeah, I think Matt Cardona got injured or something, and they had to stop it.
he either got injured or something went down. I can't remember. Something went down and it didn't quite go off. So they sort of kind of went away from that, which is a shame because I'd like to see that happen. And Matthew Smith, look, he's saying he thinks Cardona's terrific.
Yeah.
I do as well. I think he's a great talent. He is a great talent, and he looks fantastic. He's got the look, hasn't he?
Yeah.
You know,
He's got the hot wife, as he likes to remind everybody.
Well, he's doesn't matter of opinion, but yeah, he's got the hot wife, and he's got the physique.
Yeah.
And when he's on it, you know, and he's doing a good job TNA at the minute, so I'm happy for him. Then after the match, Gia Miller interviewed Kazarian, who reveals that his sights are set on the TNA International Championship, held by Steve Macklin. Kazarian retreats when Macklin makes his way to the ring and challenges Kazarian to a fight. So the king of TNA is clearly moving away from the world title scene, which is exactly what I expected to happen, because he's not world championship material, as I've said for the past 12 months. But there's no way on earth that Frankie Kazarian is going to hold that TNA title. I'm telling you that now. He's not. He's not. Whether people think he deserves it because he's an OG and he's done so much for the company over the years. At the end of the day, he did leave the company, didn't he, for quite some time. But
also, so did Chris Sabin.
Yeah, of course.
And Eric Young.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Alex Shelley.
And they all
and Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy.
They all came back with the tails between their legs. But there you go. But whether he deserves that world title shot or whether he doesn't, in the end of the day, it's never going to happen. So people need to get over it and move on. Will he become international champion? I doubt that as well, but he will make a very good challenger for, of course, the legend, the man, the Steve Macklin, Steve Austin of TNA. He's a ledge. Got loads of time for him. Now, the Elegance Brand hold the Knockouts World Title celebration for the new TNA Knockouts World Champion, Ash by Elegance. Ash defeats Masha Slamovich and JC Jane to win the title at WWE Heatwave, as we all know. Ash calls herself the savior of TNA when Slamovich interrupts and the breaking news is she will challenge Ash for the TNA Knockouts World Championship on September 26th at Victory Road. Slamovich promises to prove that Ash's victory was a complete fluke. And then, of course, the brawl is on as the Elegance Brand beats down Slamovich. Then we get the gorgeous Lei Ying Lee and Zaya Brookside, even the odds. The Inspiration make their presence felt. Of course, we've got to get the Inspiration in there. Sending the Elegance Brand retreating. Now, I quite enjoyed this segment, actually. It was fun.
I loved it. Great laugh.
My favorite bit, right, is when I'm trying to think. Was it Slamovich? He rips up that like picture of Ash, throws the bits out, right, and then George Iceman picks up the bit with Ash's face on it and holding it. He's like,
"Don't hurt my baby."
No, I thought that was brilliant. And then you saw Ash just looking at it, and she's like, "Oh!" I thought it was a really good set. I enjoyed it a lot. It was a fun.
For a short while, everyone was actually cheering Ash for Elegance too, and like thanking her and everything. You deserve it and all that. Like, it was so brilliant. And then as soon as Masha turns up, everyone's against her again.
Brilliant. Just shows how
fickle that Minnesota fans are. That's just
unbelievable. What's this? David Valentino, Estamore, at least spell his name right, to lead MLPW invasion of TNA at the next set of tapings. Right. No, I'm doing so. Not bloody maple syrup wrestling anyway. So anyway, I think it was a very, very entertainment segment. This I really enjoyed it, and all right, there was no wrestling involved or anything like that, but it was I thought it was a fun storytelling segment, and it was good. Again, it's just classic. The Elegance Brand.
You're gonna get
it's classic.
Brilliant, full stop. And
really good. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Now, and I do know that, as a fan, you either like this kind of stuff or you don't. And I'm on the fence of I quite enjoy stuff like this, as long as it's not every week. You know what I mean? I like it every now and again, because I think it breaks the show up. It gives introduces the element of fun, and I thought this was
didn't
a good
linger
segment.
as well. That's the best thing. It didn't.
No,
they don't
of course
make
not.
it go on longer than it needs to.
No, it did what it needed to do. Then we get Indi Hartwell defeating Jody Threat and Dani Luna. Obviously, the winner receiving TNA Knockouts World Title match at Bound for Glory. After the match, Dani Luna delivers a blindside assault to Threat and Hartwell. I enjoyed this. I thought this was really good.
Yeah, I do wish Dani Luna won, to be honest. But now, but I'll go into my theory about what's happening next after in a second. All right. Well, now that we know that Indi Hartwell is going to Bound for Glory, Ashby Elegance is going to beat Masha Slamovich at Victory Road, as we most likely would expect anyway, because a short title run would be shit. Indi Hartwell will beat Ashby Elegance at Bound for Glory, and Tessa Blanchard will then return and attack Indi Hartwell.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, but it's going to go. I mean, Ashby Elegance has a really, really short title run, which is the one thing I don't want to see happening. I'd much rather Ashby Elegance pin Indi Hartwell and Tessa, then Tessa come just beat the shit out of Indi Hartwell as extra supplement wins. But I can see them making Indi Hartwell like the ultimate babyface champion.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. No, it does. That does make sense. Next, Bike One is saying that he's not sold on Indi yet. No, I'm not sold on her 100% yet. But again, these things do take a little bit of time sometimes. I've not heard anything about Lola Vice from NXT coming in to fight Tessa, but that would be interesting. I think it would. I think you're right. I think that would be a really good match. I actually think she'd have a really good match against Sol Rocker as well.
She would.
But anyway, that's for another show if that ever happened. But Dani Luna's going crazy,
so good
mate.
To see Dani Luna just going unhinged. That's what we want to see. Waiting for ages.
The unhinged Dani Luna. No, it's good stuff. It really is good stuff. We then get Joe Hendry is in the ring to address the attack at the hands of Eric Young last week. Hendry calls him out. And Young makes his way to the top of the ramp alongside the Northern Army. We haven't seen for a little while, so it's good to see them.
They're still around. They're still relevant.
Yeah. Young believes that Hendry is the problem, and he is willing to do whatever it takes to fix it. Young says that the cleanse will start with Hendry. Hendry challenges him to a match right here tonight, but Young wants to do it on his terms next week. So we're going to get that next week. Obviously, we're going to get that tomorrow night on Impact. This was a good segment, actually. Again, Eric is back to his craziest. Like, he's just so good in this role, isn't he?
He's just perfect.
This is Eric Young at his very very best. And I'm well happy to see it. I really am. But I do think we need to grow the Northern Army.
Something needs to happen with them. They need to either break away or something. They need some more character development at least, because at the moment they're just standing there and it's not looking good.
Yeah, exactly. Now I just want to address something. Bonkers. Where is subculture? Now you see, this is why I think Dani is doing what she's doing. I have a funny feeling that the subculture is returning. And of course, this is a way to break Dani away from Jody, and so that she can then, bring in her boys. If that makes sense, and that would be very interesting if we got subculture faction full time, because I think if they were in full time, then you could do a lot of really cool stuff with those guys.
Really, really cool stuff.
I really do. Yeah. I think it would be really good to have them in. They're fantastic talents. I love the subculture kind of like narrative. I love all of that stuff. So I think it could be really good. So I hope I'm right when it comes to that. Now, Directive Authority Santana Marella informs X Division champion Leon Slater that the Rascals are once again cleared for competition. Via social media, TNA World Champion Tricky Williams reacts to the announcement that he must defend the TNA World title against Mike Santana at Bound for Glory. Trick reinforces that he has no intention of showing up to TNA anytime soon. What are your
He said
thoughts?
he was going to get his lawyer in again because he's got to defend his belt at Bound for Glory. Well, that's over for 50 days, and you said you're not going to be, you don't have to defend it for 50 days. So
It's kind of a bit like do you not? It's almost like they are playing out the Tessa Blanchard storyline where he's holding the title hostage to a certain degree.
I think it's really good.
Yeah. I think it's good. I think and I know it's annoying for people that want to see want to see the world title on the show, blah blah blah. But it's a story. They're telling a story. You've got to get to the point where that you hate Trick so much because of what he's doing that when Santana wins the belt, everyone is like, euphoria. There's euphoria in the arena. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of what they're going for. I think it's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to it. So TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardys, Matt and Jeff, and of course Mara Sade defeat Order 4, the Great Hands, and Tasha Steelz.
Not going to be happy.
Not at all. After the match, Nic Nemeth makes his return from suspension as he and his brother, I don't know, the other Nemeth guy, wipe out the Hardys. Yeah. Mara Sade comes to hit their defense, but Nick hits her with
She sold that kick. Brilliantly.
Nemeth,
I thought that was it's like when Ash Elegance saw getting punched by Zaya Brooks, she just sold it perfectly.
Yep. The Nemeth stand tall with the TNA World Tag Team titles in hand. I gotta say, and that was obviously the end of the show. I gotta say, this show for me was very story promo heavy. I think we only actually got 3 matches, was it? In total, 4. Oh yeah, we got 4. But it was extremely entertaining, wasn't it?
The only thing that annoyed me was it being live. They got the long intervals in between the commercial breaks, so I was like stopping and like skipping forward about 5 or 10 minutes every time a match ended, and then realizing I jumped over a promo. Why need back a bit? And then that was the only thing that was bad about it, really. And I was hoping maybe a surprise appearance from someone like ODB or something during the Elegance Brand segment, because I thought that would have been incredible. Just to have ODB come back and make our presence then, because they were in her hometown.
Yeah, especially as we know that she
was there. Kazarian went to a food truck before the first show started.
Yeah, but obviously she was busy working on the food truck, I guess. I don't know, but it was good to have ODB there. Maybe she turned up at the taping. I don't know. What's this? I thought the show wasted the live element a bit. Nothing special happened. No, that's I know that's what we're saying. I think you're right. That's what you're saying. Maybe ODB coming in, or something would have been better than nothing at all. I think. But it is what it is. It was still a solid show.
It could have been a bit more, but it was still fucking good.
It was a good show, and I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was a really good show. So it was entertaining from top to bottom. And like I said, I just feel it was a lot more story driven as opposed to match driven. And every now and again, those kind of shows are good. I like those kind of shows. As much as I want to see 5 or 6 matches, if it's for the good of the storyline, for us to start caring a little bit more about what the matches are, then it works. And so I felt it was a good, entertaining show. and I enjoyed it. But Joe, let's have a look at this Thursday.
Yes, a lot coming down this Thursday, guys.
So this Thursday, we know that Mike Santana is going to be in action. We don't know against who, but we know that he's going to be in action. So happy for that. Any match that, when Mike Santana's in the ring, I'm a big fan of. So that's good. We've got a X Division #1 contender match, which is interesting. It's going to be Wentz versus Trey Miguel, who's back, versus Myron Reed. So all three Rascals. Also Jake something. So we're going to get lots of this, and we're going to get lots of flying through the ropes. I think that's what we're going to get. Lots of missile drop kicks.
They can all fly, so we're going to be seeing lots of bodies flying. This is going to.
I think it's going to be I think this is going to be crazy. I'm looking forward to this match. I think it's going to be a great match. Jessie McKay versus Heather by Elegance.
Okay.
That should be interesting. And I would imagine that next week we're going to get the other two, leading into Victory Road, of course. You got the Nemeth versus the System. Edwards and Myers tagging together again. That should be an interesting match. But, are we going to see the Hardys getting involved?
I hope so.
After what went down this week,
that's for sure. And then the Nemeth aren't going the Hardys coming, the Nemeth's going to come in, then Santino's going to come in, and probably just something massive for Victory Road. So that'll be real cool.
Yeah, we might get a three-way.
It'll be like a three-way.
The Nemeth versus the System versus the Hardys.
Maybe put Order 4 in just for extra flavour.
Why not?
Put the Great Hands in.
Throw in First Class or the Great Hands, but First Class. Oh yeah, the Great Hands would be good. Yeah, it'd be nice to see them in a big match like that. Definitely. And we've got Joe Hendry versus Eric Young.
And Moose and AJ Francis as well. It's not been.
That's right.
That should be good too. I'm really looking forward to that one. Two big guys, they're fucking good guys too. It's going to be so good.
Oh mate, 100%. I think we're in for a good show tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to that one. I shall be getting up as always, nice and bright and early to catch it. These days, that's the only way I can watch it. I was anyway, but unless I get up bright and early, I just don't get the opportunity. I'm so busy all the time. Something's going on. I've got my full day tomorrow. How I'm going to get everything in, I don't know. But anyway, I will. I always do. I will. But guys, listen, it's only a short show this week, but I think that's all we got time for. It's not a massive news week, which has sort of kind of held us up a little bit, really. And I think with the fact that there wasn't a huge amount of matches on last week's show, that's sort of kind of that shorter as well. But it's all good. It's nice to have the odd short week, isn't it, Joe? What's this? Good news for Mirla. It's back on at 8 on Access. Good. Fair play. That's good for you, mate. Love it. Bonkers LSC. Where did Tessa Blanchard beat up TNA President Carlos Silver? What are you on about? I've not heard that. I've not heard that at all.
I don't have a clue. I've only just seen that come up in the chat. I don't know what's going on there. So
I definitely never heard that. No idea what that's about. But anyway, I love that people just make shit up, don't they? Let's just make a load of shit up. Anyway, but guys, listen. If you want to show us some support, then obviously we do have a subscription to the channel, so go and check that out. We do get like little extra bits here and there which get put up for you guys. It don't go out to the norm, so it's definitely worth subscribing to the channel, and it also helps us keep us going. It really does. But if you can't do that, then you just got to make sure that you share us and let all the TNA fans know all about us. Or if you want to buy some shirts, then you can head over to prowrestlingtees.com/Total Nonstop Impact for some great shirts over there. We've also got our exclusive Spreadshirt merch store. Links, of course, are in the description below. All the TNI shows are available for you. Listen on the go, fans and audio only via SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes. Wherever you list your favorite shows, we are there. Where can we find you on the socials, my friend?
You can follow me on Twitter at JOK Empty Space, or you can jump onto Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, look for empty space, at Into the Void, or hashtag Daily Giggle. That approach is never mind, and you just might keep your sanity.
Senator, Senator. Yes, you may do. You may do. You may do. If you're interested in obviously following Total Nonstop Impact, we are at We Talk Impact. That's at We Talk Impact on every single social media. Go and check that out. And if you want to follow myself, of course, at Lord Bison 45 on the X, TikTok at Bison by Design, and of course, you've got the Bison by Design brand of clothing, which is available at bbdwear.etsy.com. We've got some great sales on it at the moment, some discounts across the entire store, and of course on TikTok Shop. We're available on TikTok Shop now as well. Some free shipping. There's all sorts on there, so go and check it out, guys, because we've got some fantastic stuff available right now on store, in store, and on TikTok Shop. So go and check it out. Please take time to help us out moving up the rankings on YouTube by giving us a thumbs up. And if you're new to us and you like what you see, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget to give the bell a tickle, a squeeze, or of course a smash to never miss any of the great content TNA related coming out every single week from TNI UK and of course the US teams. And guys, I cannot express enough. If you're a TNA fan, then this is the channel you need to subscribe to. Let everybody know. Share us around. Give us a like. Give us a tickle. Do whatever you need to do, guys. Let the TNA fan base know that TNI is the place for all things TNA related. With all that said, of course, I have been your host, the Bison. He has been the Joker, and this has been episode 247 of Impacted. Take care, everyone.
Guys. Much love to the TNI tribe. We'll see you next week.